welcome back. Thank you for joining me and being willing to listen to another lecture. We just completed our listening tests, both academic and through popular culture. And now we're going to look at listening as a practice, something we do. So when I first started practicing Buddhism, I had some major issues I needed to resolve, and I thought I needed some major practices. I thought I would need to shave my head. Well, that kind of happened, but that's for heredity and biological reasons, not spiritual ones. I shouldn't eat meat. I should meditate hours at a time. And we kind of think this way, that our big problems will require big changes. But actually, we kind of get ourselves into bad habits through very small behaviors that become habitual and become deeper and deeper over time. So you could think about smoking, drinking, gambling, but you could also think about the more socially accepted addiction of becoming a workaholic. It starts out maybe working 8-hour days, and then you start working a little later at night, and then you start working through lunch, and then you start coming on the weekends, and before you know it, you've gone from 40 hours a week to 60 hours a week. And I had a boss once tell me, if I wanted you to work 60 hours a week, I'd give you a 50% pay raise. So that kind of put things into perspective for me. And so listening is one of those practices. It's very simple. Anyone can do it. So it's highly practical. There's no barrier. And there's also reading. Reading is an alternative as well. But listening to the Dharma, reading the texts, and having it wash over you, we often refer to this as perfuming the mind through immersion, immersing ourselves in the Dharma, listening to it with our whole heart on the edge of our seat. And this is called deep listening. So, in our first slide, we talked about the three treasures already in the fourfold communities, I believe. We have the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. And the previous course we mentioned that they're listed in kind of historical order. They're not listed in alphabetical order, even though they are. That's a coincidence. And they're also not listed in the order of importance. They're listed in historical order. We have Siddhartha Gautama realizing awakening as a Buddha. He begins to teach the Dharma through words, the Four Noble Truths at Deer Park. And then the 5 previous students of his become his followers, his students, and that becomes the initial Sangha. And so this is how we listen. We listen to the Buddha, our teachers. We listen to the teachings, the Dharma, and we do it in a group setting where we can discuss and ask questions. And there's kind of a debate in English about the word hearing and listening. Some people will say, you can listen to sounds, but did you really hear? Or you heard a noise, or you heard your wife speaking, but did you really listen to her? So I'm not sure which is more appropriate. I kind of not really interested in that debate. But you could talk about hearing deeply, listening deeply. It's where you're immersed in it. It's like going to a movie, and it's a 2-hour movie, and it seems like it was over in a half hour. You're completely immersed. You lose sense of time. And you're part of the story. This is why we have large screens in theaters. We have surround sound. It's an immersive experience when you go and see a movie. And it's also important when you see it. It's a communal experience as well when there's an audience. And a lot of people are missing that experience during the stay at home during COVID. That experience. There's a movie reviewer I listen to, and he says that he's got an HD. Ultra HD TV at home, 70 inches, and a surround sound and a sound bar. But he says it's just not the same as in a theater in the dark room where everyone is laughing together and everyone's scared together. That's what we do as a Sangha. We all listen together and we all think about it and talk about it and share our thoughts and ideas. And question and answer is something that's very positive in the Buddhist tradition as well.